Hi, I'm Higher Vibrations, and so are you. So I thought I would take today off and not record a video, but while in the shower I understood that wasn't going to be the case. There are many different phases, stages, experiences to this grand awakening that everyone experiences. And though very many of those things have a lot of similarities, they're all unique to the person, to each individual's experience. So I can only tell my own. And in my experience, I I always had some type of intuition. I've been able to understand I've been able to understand other people in ways that maybe someone else couldn't. When I was working with people, I often was assigned the people who had severe speech impediments because I could understand them. And no one understood how. I just knew what they were trying to say. And um, things like that. The stuff I didn't understand and didn't like put in the category of spirituality, or whatever was these severe anxiety periods I would go through. I would have panic attacks just out of the blue and heavy, and just you never knew when they were going to happen. They got severe enough that at one point I had started to consider medication, and I didn't know what they were. Um, and then one day, one of my friends, who I never told anybody about this stuff, like you don't, but this person, this beautiful soul who I went to high school with, we were talking through Messenger, and she sent me this link to what is an empath. I had never heard that word before. Knowledge is power. And that is something that I've been finding that's really amazing, by the way, in this experience that's been occurring over the past few months. Like, it seems that all of a sudden we're getting a universal vocabulary assigned to these things that didn't have names before. As everyone wakes up, suddenly we have the means of communicating about them. It's like the thought experiment all of a sudden. So I was given the word empath, and I looked it up. And the whole time I was reading these articles, I was like, yeah, that's what that is? I thought it was this, or I thought it had this problem or that problem. And what it basically is, so we are all from God, right? We're all from Source. And as we trickle down, though we are separate in some ways, we are still very much connected. We are still of and from Source. So as I experience something independently in my own individualized, unique way, I'm still sending out the signal of the experience through Source, right? And so you get to experience it too. And Bob and Charlie and Phil and whoever else. And it just depends on how in tune that person is and skilled at honing in on what that signal is coming from, where that signal is coming from, I suppose. We are like the Amazon rainforest, right? Remember all those years ago, they were like, oh, wait, they're not individual trees after all. There's this vast network of root system below the ground that are connected, and they communicate with one another, and they encourage each other. And if someone's hurt and sick, they give them their resources, and so on and so forth. They're one single organism, a vast, big, massive organism. Just like us. Just like us. We are all connected. We are all experiencing things in our own unique way, though at the same time simultaneously. And, there's other parts to being empathic that can be difficult. For instance, if someone's upset or very angry in my vicinity, and maybe or usually when they're talking directly to me, I feel it's called projecting. When someone sends their anger at you, they're like, my legs will stop working and I'll fall down like a fainting goat. No crap. It's serious. Like, it sucks. It's really embarrassing. And, like, if they're mad at me, that's not a situation I want to be in. Oh, someone's angry. I'm going to lay down for you. But, yeah. Sometimes I can feeble away like an old woman, you know? But my legs just shake. And I can tell if it's excited energy because it feels like I've had too much caffeine. Like, I was honored to do this live event yesterday, and I forgot to shield. And I'm not very good at shielding. I'm not gonna lie. I need to work on that. I need to do more. I need to do more homework on that. But I was actually given a reminder to do that the night before. Interesting. I thought I was about remembering myself. I always thought that was about past life stuff and true self stuff. And I was like, yeah, tell me about that. And it ended. But there was a conversation about shielding before you go on stage. Even though it's good energy, you don't want that energy because it's too much. That when this individual used to go on stage, they didn't have to, they didn't need the energy. They're good. And there's a series of things you need. I need to learn more about shielding. I knew that already. I'm such a slouch. Okay. Anyway, shielding is something that you do in order to kind of put yourself in a bubble, and that's how I do it. Please, 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 please research it. I'm not knowledgeable in this regard. What I do, one of my normal things, the most common things that I'll do is, as I'm envisioning and seeing the light of God coming down into my crown chakra at the top of my head, I, with my eyes closed for clarity, I breathe in through my nose, and I breathe in the light, and the light fills my body. And as I breathe out, it creates like a bubble around my body, and bigger and bigger until I feel like it's big enough that it fills my energy space. And then each breath back out, after I breathe in the light, then I fill the bubble with light, and it kind of gives me this like little barrier space. I need to do it more often though. And that helps. Lots of times I'll like in my mind, and intention is important. Like knowing in my mind, I'm saying this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this in order to protect from this or that, other thing. And also I'll like do it where I poke little holes and in my mind, if that makes sense. And like it makes it so I can still send out energy, and it's just not as much. It's like, it's a filtered energy, and that's good too. Again, it's about intention. We all experience each other simultaneously, and it's beautiful. It's not something to be afraid of. It's not like suddenly someone's going to be able to like know what it's like for you in the bathroom. It's just that we are a single organism, and it's always been the case. This is not new. The past 2 weeks I've been experiencing severe dizziness, and I didn't know what it was until I was in the shower and got the understanding. We've been having a mass awakening, a new one. There's a fluctuation of so many new souls the past 2 weeks. They're all waking up. Welcome. Welcome. It's beautiful. It's also kind of taxing on someone like me who sucks at shielding. And I'm feeling everyone. I'm feeling all of the, oh my goodness, what's this? What's that? And I'm happy though. I'm so proud. I'm so excited to meet all of you. So just please do your research. Look up what empath is. Empath is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful part of this experience. And when understood, it's a very useful tool. Welcome. Enjoy your journey. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Aho blessings.